With Pasha turned to ash and Captain Borodin rotting beneath the river ice, the criminal empire of our town began to collapse from the inside. Panic is a funny thing. It makes even the most dangerous predators act like cornered rats. Iron Ivan knew that someone was hunting his inner circle, but he still couldn't understand who it was. The rumor on the streets was that a ruthless executioner from a Moscow syndicate had arrived to take over the black market gold trade. Ivan didn't know that his enemy wasn't a syndicate. His enemy was just a man with a broken heart, sitting in a damp, freezing cellar on the edge of the city. I spent 3 days inside that concrete basement, preparing for the final act. The red light from a small portable heater painted the brick walls in the color of dried blood. I didn't feel hunger, and I didn't feel fatigue. The Gulag teaches you how to turn off your body when you need to survive. I sat on the cold floor, cleaning my rifle over and over again until the mechanism worked perfectly, without a single catch. I had only a dozen rounds of heavy ammunition left, but I didn't need an army. I had the darkness, and I had the tactical knowledge of a man who had cleared enemy bunkers during the Great War. Iron Ivan had pulled all his remaining thugs back to his main fortress, a massive 2-story wooden dacha surrounded by a high concrete wall, hidden deep inside the pine forest near the old brick factory. It was heavily guarded. There were at least 6 armed men patrolling the grounds with illegally modified hunting shotguns and stolen military pistols. They had floodlights illuminating the perimeter and 2 massive, half-starved guard dogs chained near the front gate. Ivan thought that behind those walls, surrounded by his personal army, he was untouchable. He thought a fortress could save him from his own sins. But every fortress has a flaw, and Ivan's flaw was his arrogance. He relied entirely on his technology and his numbers. He didn't realize that in a Siberian winter, the environment itself is the greatest weapon. On Tuesday night, a massive blizzard hit the region again. The wind howled through the concrete streets of the city, ripping down power lines and blinding anyone who dared to step outside. The temperature dropped to -35 degrees. This was the moment I had been waiting for. The storm was my cloak, and the freezing wind was my accomplice. I left the basement at midnight, carrying my rifle and a heavy combat knife. I didn't walk along the roads. I moved through the deep snowbanks of the forest, using the massive pine trees as cover. By the time I reached the concrete perimeter wall of Ivan's dacha, the snow was falling so thickly that you couldn't see your own hand in front of your face. The bright floodlights on the walls were useless. Their beams were choked by the swirling white void. The guard dogs were shivering inside their wooden kennels, their senses dulled by the freezing wind. I climbed the wall near the back transformer box, slipping into the compound like a shadow. If you liked my story and want to know what will happen next, make sure to subscribe and like this video right now. Trust me, you don't want to miss what comes out of the dark next, and I will tell you the rest of the secrets very soon. Or, I will just leave right now and walk away into this cold winter fog. If you don't care about what happens next, the choice is yours. But if you are too impatient to wait for the next episode, the full uncut story is already waiting for you. Just type the Red Vigilante in the YouTube search bar, find my main channel, and watch the whole video right now. Go check it out, stay safe, and I'll see you there.